Hello, my name is Andrew Foster. Thank you for clicking on my face. I know your time is valuable, so I'm really happy a soul spirit traveling to me. I'm just here to talk about some recent reflections with the Mars conjunct Uranus and Gemini, and then also the Saturn-Sun Square of Aries and Cancer. It was like the 4th of July was the conjunction now. It's July 6th where the square is happening. And this conjunction was in my first house, and I kind of had a viral moment, which is very nice, very exciting, very liberating. And I've been loving all the support. But then Mars, Sun square Saturn has kind of been like an ego death the past like 24 hours. So I'll read a journal entry I did last night. I felt really good yesterday, but then I'll talk about more about the ego death experience afterwards. I hope you don't mind me reading from my journal. I'm not the best reader. I'm a math and science music kid. So yeah. Okay, so in less than 24 hours of having a viral reel, a lot has happened to me. All of which I can handle because I'm a warrior. But wow, normal people would think I'm insane. Yes, I agree, I am contrarian, I am very weird, but I wouldn't want to be anyone else. Like a man from Buffalo, I try to be very nice. I talk to most people in my direct messages just because I want to be friendly. I want to make a community. My friend Taylor Swift, I know a thing or two about fan service, and that's important to me, and I want to have authentic connection. I'd rather have a smaller quality audience than a wide range of large audience that is just surface level. But a man from Buffalo called me an instant video. I picked up because I was being too nice, and now I learned, just day one, I learned I need to set better boundaries, which is good. But he was basically pleasuring himself while I picked up the call. I was like, oh wow. He asked to see my body, and then I didn't see him. The camera he showed me at the end, he was finishing. I was like, okay. Afterwards, I was like, Venmo me, send a tip. I was cheeky and funny about it. I was like, okay, if you're gonna do that, and he set stronger boundaries. I don't mind that stuff. I'm open to that when I go work, but I'm like, please pay me for my time. That's why I'm not responding to you as much. But yeah, so if you're interested, I'm interested in anything, but I like my check. As Taylor Swift says, I make my money being pretty witty. I kid, but I wish one day that would be the life. And then I said, I didn't realize the moon is in Pisces in my 10th house, which meant also like social media and just perception and how content. Because before, I'm in a 10th house perfection here. I thought the 10th house was only about career and just how you're supposed to be with your job, your work. And then I realized, it's how you're perceived publicly. And here there's a public house. It's in the upper half of the circle, so it's external. Lower half of the circles are more internal. Besides the 12th house, that's weird. But so it's just like, oh. And then I was like, okay, I'm back from vacation. I need to hustle this day doing my work for my job. And then I actually didn't do anything for my job that day. I did purely social media stuff. And I was like, oh, maybe this might be my job one day. That'd be really cool. I'd be so grateful. But like, wow. So I was just very sentimental that way. I was like realizing, oh, when the astrologies, but you're gagged. I was like, oh, that's not how I predicted it. But it still works out the same way, and the astrology checks out. It's like, you know. And I continued to write. I'm very lucky. I am very lucky. I am able to think logically and methodically. I know to do fan service like Taylor Swift. I treat everyone with kindness and can pivot if need be. With getting reached out by model agencies, flattering, but I do stand by my grounds values. Splitting my income does not sound appealing unless I know how much exactly and I know what they're doing. I want to build it all on my own for now and use AI as a tool to automate. Like, I wouldn't want to automate one-on-one connections, but if like I edit something, maybe that, but very minimal AI probably. I use AI for chemistry research. It's very common, so stuff like that. Maybe my taxes or investing. Once my energy runs low and I can have more income, I can reflect and see outsource what's not serving me and what would be good to outsource if someone needs help editing, finance-wise, yada, yada, yada. Outsource some mundane stuff that I don't have energy for. However, I want to own my royalties and be charged my fate and own destiny. I don't want to be owned by like an agency, a talent agency or management, because that just sounds like oh, not owning your royalties. Like, no, 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 no. I feel contenter than ever, but I need to protect my energy like no tomorrow. I am on, sorry, I can't even read my own handwriting. I am an artist. My energy, time, and creation are sacred, so I'm going to treat it like an altar and have my rituals that way. I'm grateful that I wouldn't want to be anyone else. That is great. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be anyone else. I kept trying to please other people, and now I'm like following fully on that authentic journey of just like self-love. And I hope you, if you're not on that, you might find that one day, and it feels good. It feels good to be alive, to live for yourself and be in love with yourself. Not in love with yourself like narcissistically, but just be happy. Before I was just living so much for others. And then I said, I'm going to put my screen down an hour before bed. I did not really do that before my first night, but I'm going to try to set healthier boundaries so I can keep my sanity. Yeah. And then I just said, yeah, I was going to get up soon. And I planned my day. I went shopping in the evening. It was very nice. But that was that. And that was just like a really good day. Super happy, no complaints. And then I woke up today during the Saturn Sun Square. I was like, ouch. I was so emo, so emotional, partly because I did not sleep well because I was on social media too late last night, which is, you live, you learn. Just don't want to make that choice long term. But it's good. I did a morning walk, but then I was just like so resentful to work because like the dopamine of working on your phone, working on Instagram, it's so much more fun talking to people than like staring at a computer, staring at a terminal, coding. Excuse me. It's so much more fun talking to people online and like sharing your thoughts, sharing your beliefs. So that's just been very freeing. So I procrastinated. I did a presentation, and then I was like, okay, this presentation is gonna go awful because I've been BSing my job for like the past few weeks traveling, but it's okay. I ended up doing better than another guy. Got roasted. So I'm like, okay, I'm coasting. Can't touch the diva. So I was really expecting to get that should be like, because it was like my second house, my 11th house. I was like, I wasn't sure exactly, but I was like, I've been too social, and now you're like Saturn, timeout. Your second house. I was like, am I gonna get my scholarship revoked or something? Thankfully, did not. But then it was like that moment, or just like resentful working. I was like, oh, today was an ego death. Like people use, I don't know if the right word, but some people use the word term ego death. If they like say do a psychedelic. I've never done it. I'm interested to try one sometime, but never done it. Would want to do it with someone I'm comfortable with or alone. Probably with someone. That's probably a safer way to use a substance. What was I gonna say? Ego death. So like they have that experience and then they're radically different afterwards. And like going viral was like a natural high. I mean, it wasn't viral. I'm talking to like probably less than 1,000 people. But it was very, very something for me. It was a huge dopamine hit. And then I realized, oh, I really like what I do. I really liked it. I had a lot of fun and I want to keep doing it. But then I realized, oh, the old version of me, the old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because she's dead. Like the activities of like doing chemistry and like I play French horn a lot. I was like, I don't know if I still want to do that long term. And I built my whole life up until 21 around that. Thankfully, I'm not 40. And this happened to me. That would have been way worse. I'm so flexible. I'm so mutable, which is so great. And I really hope to just like throw darts at everything in life and see what sticks, what makes me happy. Can I find my person? Can I find my partner one day? Or partners? I don't know what life will hand me, but I'm like, okay. I was about to, during a Cancer retrograde, in my second house, make a financial choice. And I was like, no, you can't do that in your second house. And I was about to upgrade my horn like a few days ago. And I was like, which would have been like a $4,000 investment and just to upgrade my instrument, my musical instrument, because I studied that in university. But then I'm like, oh, but I'm about to graduate in a year. And what if I don't pursue this long term? Is that a real smart choice to waste $4,000, which I don't have, and I've had to get it from like a grant or something, which I might still try to do, but I don't know if it's long term. Not a grant. I used the wrong word. A loan. Sorry. Silly me. Silly, delirious twink. This is more authentic me, just casually chatting. You're probably like me, maybe watching this at 2 times speed because I'm a loca. But yeah, I don't know where life will take me, and that's okay, but it's okay to change. But it's like, wow, Sun-Saturn Square, ego death. Anyone else agree? What is your Sun-Saturn Square or Mars Uranus conjunction? And I just wanted to chat about astrology, so let me know. What else do you want to see from me? What do you want me to talk about? What can I teach you in astrology? Because I can teach you, but I'm just currently yapping about my experience because astrology is a lived thing. It's like you can read a translate, but it means nothing if you don't talk about how it's impacted you. With love, let me know how life's treating you. I hope the age of fire and air, the year of the fire horse is treating you well. Little Miss Sagittarius, little centaur, is happier than ever. Mwah.